Hey, welcome. Welcome to your Oracle meditation. Welcome to your practice. So let's get ready. Let's light our candle. Switch those lights off. Let's light our candle and be reminded of why we light our candle. We are connecting back to that ancestral frequency. We are checking in. So welcome. Here, this is where we clear our thoughts and get connected back to breath. Where we work on our imagination because we know that if we don't use it, we will lose it. So, let's do that. We connect back to breath and we have put a phrase to memory. And that phrase is we are imagining, inhaling the blessings that we're asking for, the medicine we need to heal our body, and the magic that floats in the air. All we have to do is exhale to make room. So do that with me. Let's get into this practice. And inhale the blessings, the medicine, and the magic. And exhale through your nose if possible. To make room. This is what this practice was originally all about. Getting connected back to breath and making time for a practice. So congratulations. If you found this podcast, if you found this practice, you were called. You answered that call. You didn't come across it. We are attracting a tribe of believers, of doers, of people who really, truly want to heal themselves and create a foundation and an environment in their body to heal. And it starts with your mind. And then it takes that breath to connect the body. It takes awareness, tuning, and most of all, it takes support. Believe it or not, we were never meant to do it alone. Yes, we can run off into the woods and be it by ourselves, but we can energetically connect to each other and create that world that we truly want. Don't believe what you used to believe. Be open to the idea that there in the air lingers the blessings, the medicine, and the magic. Mother Earth is able to recycle that, scoop them up, recycle them, and that's how they become blessings, medicine, and magic. And when we stop and we work on breath, when we're able to stop and inhale through our nose and exhale through our nose, it literally stimulates the pineal gland. That tiny little bit of a pause creates a force that shoves that oxygen up into your brain. Look it up. It doesn't have to be that hard. So here, thank you. Thank you for being a part of this practice. Thank you for following, for liking, for listening with skepticism and imagination and curiosity. Thank you for practicing your medicine and discovering your uniqueness. Your uniqueness is that frequency that calls the tribe. We're like musicians, instruments, and when we get together, we create a symphony. Great Spirit created these clues and our ancestors deciphered them, locked them away inside of us through stories, through animals that carry messages. And that's why we get these 8 oracle cards, each one with a different message. And when we put it together, we get a story. And we get the words to the symphony and the plan that we're trying to accomplish today. Think about it. So we are sitting in the last days preparing for the full moon, preparing for the celebration. And these last few days can be a little tricky. So we are sitting in the 4th phase of the moon. That is still the waxing Gibson, where you are starting to see more of the light. We are leaving, and the moon is moving from Aries constellation into Taurus. And that is leaving. The waxing moon is refinement and resilience, creating that path for our hopes and dreams. We're leaving the Aries, which is all about the head, leaving that stubbornness, that overthinking, entering Taurus, more of a grounding energy, entering the neck, which is all about flexibility. The fourth phase of the moon tells us that we're in the fourth chakra. This is the heart. Our ability to receive peace and love. Everything put together creates the right timing. So come, let's start this meditation. Let's start this reading and get this story started. So be reminded that we are all walking a red road. And this red road leads to the sacred mountains. And the sacred mountains are that area where we are able to climb, to walk, to pick up ancestors, where animals cross our path, where we pick up keys that unlock doors to opportunities. This all happens as we walk this earth. So know today the direction that we are headed, thunder beginnings. This is a good one. This is usable energy. Right before the storm, we get that energy charge, all those eons. Eons? Anyways, charging up and creating that electromagneticness that is needed. And that's the card that we are getting. Thunder beginning. Remember, all this hard work takes your belief in that what you are doing, you are creating the winds of change. We create that usable energy. When we find those areas to sacrifice, we make room. When we exhale, we make room for the blessings, the medicine, and the magic. We are the catalyst. We, in a way, control that usable energy and can control it, can use it. We are being funded with energy. What is it calling you to do with it? Energy comes in many forms, and you can apply it to any situation. Next, the Aiden Cross. Wow. We are just a few days of the new moon, and we are getting the direction of thunder beginnings, which is about usable energy. Next, we get the Aiden Cross. We have not received this before. This is a new level. Do you know what this is? This represents the 4 cardinal directions, including the upper and the lower world, and stepping into these new realms. That hole in the center is the gateway. It is that proverbial eye of the needle that we can go through to experience those higher states of awareness and wisdom and break free. This symbol tells us that we're at the start of a great journey. It's time to raise your gaze from that mundane day-to-day and allow that new wisdom to guide us. This is a beautiful card. It's time to pass through that window. The time has not passed. Open it up. Now is not the moment to take that leap that you've been preparing for. It's important to stop. Become aware. As we continue to walk on our journey, picking up this information, animals cross our path. And today, the mighty buffalo crosses our path. As we begin this great journey, the start of it, collecting the tools and the information as we are becoming aware that we are being called, the mighty buffalo, to remind us that our prayers are answered. The buffalo represents so many things, from meat to protection, showing us how to raise our children, showing us that we can weather the storm. Buffalo brings us that gift of prayer and abundance. This is good. How exciting. As we enter into that time of celebration, we are being told to go deeper, that our prayers are going to be answered. If they have not been already. We have tuned into that frequency of abundance. As we continue our journey, we get ancestors that have walked the journey before us, reminding us of messages that they believed in as they walked. Everyone has a message. Today, our ancestor tells us to be real. As simple as that. Be reminded that your uniqueness holds a frequency. Your frequency comes and finds that orchestra. All of those vulnerabilities, those have become our power. Our innocence, our curiosity. Tap into that realness. Know that you are the mountain. Slow and steady is the way we walk. Building those foundations, being patient. Slowly revealing ourselves like some sort of burlesque dancer. Right now, we're on the path of usable energy. Being given energy to create anything we want. Make the time to breathe. We're sitting at the Aiden Cross. We are sitting in the time to stop before the journey begins. To tap into that knowing. We are being reminded that our prayers have been answered. We have weathered the storm like mighty buffalo and tapped into that abundance. Be real. Don't try to change. Grow. Your vulnerability is your power. Your curiosity is your magic. You are that beautiful mountain in the distance. Discovering, slowly revealing, steady walking. We have built that foundation of faith. No fear. We are asked to go once again. Our intuition really likes to do this. We're asked to go on an inspirational hunt to discover that direction that we are choosing, that vulnerability that we are able to use as power. We know that whatever triggers us, it's meant to be released. It's that lightning bolt, that catalyst that's trying to make you aware. Today we are being asked, are we ready to understand and forgive? Are we ready to bring peace where we can? You have to realize that this is a challenging time. Time of change, it's never really easy. Even though we welcome those winds of change, they can be fierce. When we get triggered, it can be like the wind of change. But it's time for you to bring in that awareness, to tap into that understanding and forgive. You have 2 more days to sit in this. 2 more days before the celebration. But it's coming. Refine those thoughts. Be resilient. Weather the storm like mighty buffalo. And now, let's go deeper. Let's go deeper into this meditation that we have created and do a body scan where we can physically release that tension and fall deeper into the darkness. Because we know that in the darkness, that's where we find our opportunities. That's where we tune. That's where we shine. Because only in the darkness can you see our light. Come, let's go deeper. So imagine a hoop that is hovering high above your head that is connected to your breath. Inhale, imagine it going higher. Really work on imagining that hoop and let it sink down. And as it sinks, imagine a bubble being left in its wake. Yeah, let's put the two together. Imagine that bubble. That bubble's your transportation. Slow that hoop down, let it relax your forehead. Close your eyes. Relax your jaw. If you can sink back. Let it continue on its way. Inhale, let it go all the way back up. Feel the difference in the air as above you, as below you. Feel your upper body already relaxing as you exhale. Feel it. Imagine it. Hear that darkness calling you? Sink. Sink. Let that clairaudience call you. Let the darkness call you. Sink. And if you've reached the end, close off your hoop. Tie it off like a balloon. Sink. Sink. Welcome. Welcome to the void. Here, this particular vibration, this is tuning your heart. This is creating that usable energy and where it comes from. You have energy to expand. You have room to expand. Those triggers, those memories, that is what makes you real. That is what makes that's what makes you vulnerable. And those vulnerabilities can be used into power. We're slowly starting to discover this, creating those foundations. Be patient with yourself. We are meant to explore the world like children, to go on that inspirational hunt, to bring peace where we can. No little kid likes a bully. No little kid likes drama. I can just hear him. Oh friend, please. This is the time to forgive yourself. This is the time for reconciliation. If you are holding a grudge, it's time to let go. The only person who will suffer from this reaction is you. It's time to bring your heart to the present moment. It's time to show up wholly and fully with the love and support of your tribe. You deserve that freedom, that forgiveness, and that understanding will bring you Get ready for that understanding and release that forgiveness. Trust me, you won't be alone. Wow. Mighty buffalo is calling. Time to go deeper. Use that clairaudience and move through sound. Find that fire, that element. We live in the hill country, and the sounds of the crickets bring us peace. Sound of the buffalo moves us through sound, reminds us that our blessings and our abundance is present. Keep going. Come. Welcome. Welcome to the bonfire. Here, this is where we practice that clairaudience. Here we practice releasing what no longer serves us, using EFT. So gather around. There's pillows and blankets. We're facing the water, preparing for the dawn. Come. Let's do an EFT session where we can create that peace that we're looking for, that we can enter into slow and steady. Come. Find that area on your hand where you would do a karate chop and tap, tap, tap. Switch hands and tap. This is how we wake up our emotional body and allow our body to release what our mind is overwhelmed with. Move to that area between your eyes, that third eye area, and tap. And listen. I will meditate and be peaceful and calm in my interactions with others and in the world. Move to your temples and tap. Tap. Peacefulness comes in me, giving up the love of power for the power of love. Move to under your eyes and tap. I invite peace to be a part of my life. Move to underneath your nose, that little divot, and tap. I make time to experience my own inner stillness daily. Move to underneath your lip, under your chin, and tap. I constantly develop an inner sense of calm. Slide down your throat to your clavicles and tap. I trust that everything will be all right. Slide under your arm like you're giving yourself half a hug and tap. Feeling good about myself will bring peace into my life. Switch sides and tap. I am unlocking my ability to receive peace. Tap your head. And exhale. Lay back. Let our orchestra help relieve and ease that shift. We're relieving our overthinking mind and going into that flexibility. When we move from Aries into Taurus, that is what we're doing. We are leaving that overthinking mind and moving into flexibility, into more of a grounding energy, building that foundation of patience, using that energy that's around us, seeing that we're about to start a journey and celebrate that our prayers and our abundance is here. Be real. Release those grudges. Allow that vulnerability to be your power. Slow and steady, like a temptress, revealing layers and layers Know that you are building that foundation of patience. Look around. Be inspired. Bring in that peace no matter where you are. Be reminded that you are an example. You are the leader. You are a blessing. And your uniqueness makes our orchestra sound better. Come. Let's make our way back. No need to move. Let that sound move you back to the void. Come. And there she is. Right on time. This sound tunes that frequency of unconditional love. Like an aroma, like the smell of cookies bringing you into the kitchen. You got this. Feel good about yourself today. Use that energy that's all around us. Shift your thoughts. Know that you are a blessing and that your prayers are being answered. Be real. That vulnerability is your power. Be patient with yourself. Slow and steady. Be inspired. And bring peace and understanding. But first, forgive yourself. Let go of that grudge. Remember that the only person who's suffering is you. Catch up to the tribe. This will bring you happiness and understanding. Be reminded that you are a unique blessing. Authenticity is beautiful. So if you're ready, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, open your eyes. Open your eyes to all of your magic. Once again, you are a blessing in this world. Practice. Stop doing and being. Start being. You are the mountain that people are admiring. Slow and steady. You got this. So thank you once again for practicing, for liking, for listening. Please continue to share the message of connection. Share and strengthen our tribe. So blessings to you, to me, and to all who listen.